Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I am back with another video. This real quick video, real quick. JP Morgan Chase has been sued for $290 million. Well, that's what they chose to settle out for when it came to the Epstein victims. If you don't know who Epstein is or Jeffrey Epstein is, he was a well-known financier for the rich and famous. Bro had an island, he had an island, but he was out here running a sex trafficking business for the people in Hollywood and the well-to-do businessmen and women and even politicians. Many people have been linked to Epstein and his island. Many people, well-known people you know, people you listen to, people you love to watch on the television screen, has been on his island and has been using his services for quite some time, okay? So, with that being said, everybody in Hollywood are pedophiles, if you ask me, until proven otherwise. But that's not what we're talking about today, at least. I just wanted to point out the fact that JP Morgan and Chase, not necessarily, I'm gonna say it like this, they claim they didn't know about his sex trafficking scheme, his prostitution of young women, especially underage children, even young boys. They claim that they didn't know anything about his activities and what he was doing on his island, and the fact that he was supplying young people, young kids, to these politicians, to these actors, to these artists and stuff like that. They claim they didn't know, but they're being sued for $290 million, or they settling out of court for $290 million to the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. Now, they're not revealing everything about this story because there's a lot of people that they're still using. So they don't want to reveal everything about the story. They don't want to reveal the whole flight list, the people that attended his island and everything like that, because a lot of people are still in power, a lot of people are still in play. But the simple fact that they're settling out of court just so it won't make mainstream news and nobody is talking about it proves to me that they knew about Epstein and his dealings. They knew what he was doing, and they chose to still bank with him even when he was I think he was found guilty in 2006, or he was on trial for prostitution in 2006. Now, y'all saw what they did to Kanye. Y'all saw what they did to Ye when he started talking spicy about those people with the small hats. They froze his accounts. They tried to make him seem like he was crazy. He even had to duck off, get married to another white woman, and show up with a foam padded security shirt just so he could get back in the good graces of the people with the small hats. Am I exaggerating about that? A little bit, but still, you understand what I'm saying. He had to duck off and get his shit right in order for him to come back and not be bothered. But they tried to get Kanye out the paint just for his opinion about the small hats, but which wasn't necessarily false. A lot of the stuff that he was saying, you can actually prove. But with Epstein, though, our man Jeffrey Epstein, he was caught prostituting. He was caught soliciting women. He was caught with underage girls and underage boys in some cases, pimping them out to well-known politicians. He was caught. But you continue to allow him to bank with you. You continue to allow him to do business with you. But you want to cut off Kanye for saying something about the small hats, about the Bitchute clan, right? Clear double standard. clear double standard. The thing is, you can sit there and you can say it's race, and I won't disagree with you. But I will sit there and say it like this: Kanye wasn't rubbing. He's not rubbing elbows with those upper echelon businessmen. He's not really rubbing elbows with them. The true billionaires, the trillionaires. Epstein, he was supplying young women and young men for these billionaires and trillionaires. They was using Epstein until they didn't have to use him anymore. Epstein was out here recording a lot of the stuff that was going on his island, so he was blackmailing a lot of people. They had to get him off the paint. They had to continue to do business with him because he had dirt on everybody. And they finally found a way to get him and his little mistress up out of the paint. Even so much to where they had to rig his suicide. You know, all of a sudden, there's no tapes, there's no nothing, there's no guards on duty, and he just magically ends up dead, and they gonna label it as a suicide. It's very suspicious. Just like the black people that have been found hanging from trees, but all of a sudden those are suicides too, huh? You know. But with that being said, I'm done. I don't have nothing else. I just find it extremely funny that JP Morgan Chase is not in the news for none of this. They're not in the news for settling out of court for $290 million. They weren't in the news when one of their cargo ships was found with large quantities of cocaine on them. Like they out here dealing drugs, which I'm more than positive they still are. They still out here moving bricks. They probably still out here profiting off of slave labor somehow, like they used to. But that's just me. Whatever come across my desk is what I'm gonna report on, regardless if it has to be a quick video or I'm actually behind my laptop. But make sure you like, subscribe, and share my content. Sooner or later, I'm gonna be able to get behind my laptop and do the video that I really want to do. But besides that, go ahead and do that. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, plaster it all over your story, or not at all. You know, do whatever you want to do. But I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the non-support. You know, it is what it is. Make sure y'all have a blessed day. All right.